Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to spend approximately 10 minutes to share 7 key takeaways I got from reading the book Buying and Selling a Home for Dummies, the Canadian version from Tony Ioannou and Sarah Daniels. The purpose of this video is to offer tips and considerations for those who are buying their first home. So if you are looking to buying a house in the near future, stay tuned. This video can be of useful help to you. So there's going to be 7 key takeaways. So starting with the first key takeaway is first step, meet a mortgage broker to get a pre-approved mortgage. So before you even do anything, you want to meet with a mortgage broker, such as through your bank, to see what is the pre-approved mortgage you can get based on your income and financial capacity. So the reason why is this will help narrow down what houses you can survey for and save you time and energy. So for example, if you're pre-approved for a 500,000, if you're pre-approved for 500,000 from the bank, then you'll be looking for houses near and up to the 500,000 range. So this can immediately eliminate all choices that are, for example, 700,000, 800,000, anything that is out of your range, as well as it will also eliminate the options that are too low, for example, 200,000, 300,000. So by getting that pre-approved mortgage, it gives you an idea and gives you a range that you can hone and narrow in on. So this will save you time on surveying for houses that perhaps are too low in your range and perhaps too high and outside of your range. So the second key takeaway is buying a home, prioritizing your needs. So you want to consider 3 things: what you can afford, what you need, and third, what you want. You cannot always get what you want, as is in life. And then second, because you're going to live in your house, identify important features you absolutely cannot live without for your home. So for example, for me, it's important that my home has a nice spacious bathroom with stand-up showers, and second, a workspace with windows where I can look out to the outside. And the reasons why is because hygiene and productivity are important aspects of my life. So I want to make sure that my home can enable me to facilitate these activities. These are 2 features that take priority over anything else. For example, I don't need a living room. Hence, it's something that I can give up when I am looking for a home. The third key takeaway is rentability considerations. So some things that you should consider are: does the home have segregated areas to maximize rentability if you do intend to rent your home out to tenants? B, are there enough bathrooms, kitchens, bedrooms to be able to rent out more than one tenant? And then, is your home close to the bus stop, transit? Does the location provide convenient access to major grocery stores, shopping centers, universities, recreation centers, to major working sectors? Location is so important. Is it in a nice neighborhood with parks? How is the house value relative to the area value? You want to avoid buying the most expensive home in a neighborhood that is relatively cheap. You want to overall, generally, avoid buying the most expensive home in that neighborhood, because home values are influenced by the values of other surrounding residencies. And then, do municipal services like garbage pickup serve the area? And does the house service at least 100 amp power for electricity needs? The fourth key takeaway is you can rent it, but you have to live in it. So this fourth key takeaway is the live-in principle. So owning real estate requires work to keep it running. It's almost like a job to maintain the inside and the outside of your home. Home ownership is a long-term strategy investment, and it requires work to upkeep your property and your house. So maintenance includes and are not limited to things such as ventilation. Ideally, you want steel roofing so it lasts longer and it doesn't deteriorate. So like rain and snow, and you have a roof to protect against weather conditions, right? So water won't be like dripping from the ceiling. And then heating system, water system. So with water system, you want to consider water pressure. Does it have enough capacity to output enough hot and cold water? Electricity system servicing at least 100 amp power. Is your plumbing solid and overall in good condition? And then you also have to consider snow removal, seasonal, cutting grass, etc. It's not a simple purchase and then renting it out and getting easy passive income each month as you would like to imagine. Generally, with your first home, it's advised that you also live in the house to monitor and to upkeep your property, or to grow your property's value through renovations. You want to be in the house to meet and preferably exceed your tenants' expectations if you do intend to rent it out. So whether it's inside the home or outside the home, you want to be there to take care of issues as well as maintain a highly appealing area for your tenant to live in. This attitude will most likely carry over to your tenant also. The attitude of wanting to take care of the property. The fifth key takeaway is when renting, filter out for the right tenants. Some things that you can do is you want to conduct an interview with potential tenants, a reference check, a credit check, employment verification, so you know that they are able to generate enough revenues to pay the rent. Taking a security deposit first to kind of incentivize them not to damage your home and property, and then also if any minor damages do occur, the security deposit can help offset that. And then ideally, good tenants are young professionals who are generally, so this is based on the book, okay? There's no bias from my side. So the book states that it's generally young professionals who are 25 or older and single. You want to avoid children as well as boyfriend and girlfriend tenants. My sixth key takeaway is when buying and selling a home, you need a team. Your team will include three important key players: a full-time real estate agent, a home inspector, and a real estate lawyer. So buying and selling home is a team sport. Make things easy for yourself by picking the best players to back you up. The most important positions on your team are your real estate agent and your real estate lawyer. Choose both individuals with care. So to cover your basis when buying a home, you want to leverage the expertise of others. You can ask your family, friends, or coworkers for recommendations on real estate agents and real estate lawyers that they had good experiences with. You want to use a real estate agent when buying because they come at no cost to you. The cost is passed on to the seller, and a real estate agent serves several purposes. So one, they have a good survey of the market, and they can serve as your appraiser by comparing the home that you're looking at relative to other similar homes to make sure that you're not overpaying, and also help get you to the lowest price for that home. Two, the real estate agent, they should work to help you find your ideal home by checking the criteria and the important features that you're looking for in a home. Those prioritize needs that we spoke about earlier. So some things that help you look for are such as location, specific features you're looking for in your home. Second, because a full-time real estate agent would most likely have seen and scanned more houses, because that is their full-time job, they may be able to point you to the ones that most closely meet your criteria. And then third, real estate agents also have contacts in the industry, such as providing you options of home inspectors, as well as potentially real estate lawyers. And then once you narrow down to a home that you potentially want to buy, you always want to use a home inspector to make sure all conditions of the house check out. If there are minor issues that can be fixed, you can use these identified issues to help negotiate a lower price with the seller. And then lastly, to seal the deal, you want to use a real estate lawyer to make sure all legalities, obligations, contingencies, taxes are in order and your bases are covered. So nothing comes back to bite you in the butt. You want to make sure you have everything in writing. Anything discussed between you and the seller should be put in writing. The seventh key takeaway is ideally you want to make a down payment of 20% or more, pay often, and pay more than needed. So ideally you want to be able to make 20% down payment on your house. And the reason why is to avoid CMC fees as well as higher insurance premiums. By having a larger down payment, this will essentially show to creditors that it is, you're less risk, hence you'll be paying less premiums, less fees. Because essentially a higher down payment means that you're more likely to be able to pay off the house. And then B, you want to take a mortgage out for, so for a second, I'm not sure your timeline, but just for example, if you want to take a mortgage out longer than what you forecast your ability to pay. So just take this one as an example. So let's say you take out a mortgage for 15 years, but you have the ability and you pay it down like if it's 10 years or 5 years. So the reason why is you want to reduce the risk of defaulting on your mortgage. So just by taking out a longer mortgage, this gives you some cushion and reduces your risk. You want to pay back your loan as quickly as possible by committing to making weekly or bi-weekly payments and making extra payments whenever you can. And then also survey banks to get the lowest mortgage loan rate that you can. The market is very competitive, so check around to see who can give you the best mortgage rate, because this, in terms of compound and over the long term, the rates do add up. The cost does add up. If you guys found this video helpful, it would be appreciated if you could share it to someone who might be buying a house in the near future. Give it a like, subscribe, because it helps with the algorithm. And if you have any tips for buying a home or in regards to home ownership, I would love to hear about them in the comments. Thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in the next video.